Hello, ladies and germs. It's been a day. Not a bad day. This isn't even jewelry, as I've put in the title, likely if I remember to upload the video. Okay. It's a whole thing. I'll tell you in a second. I went to the store, to Vaughn's today, right? So funny. I got a good amount of groceries and stuff in my cart. And, you know, a lot of stuff in the cart, whatever. And I'm checking out, and there's a lady with 3 kids next to me, probably all boys, but the one in question was a boy, and he's 5 or 6. I want to say he's my nephew's age, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. And I see him tugging on his mom's arm and pointing to my cart, and he was like on a tear, like not bratty, just like very like he needed his mom to know this information, and the information was, this lady's eating cat food. Mom, look. She's eating cat food. Cat food, good eye, little guy. There was like 10 cans in the very bottom of the cart. Like how he stink-eyed that out around everything else. And took that to mean, Ma probably not eating all that food, but I'm just, ooh, she eating cat food. It was funny. I looked at her. She looked at me like, oh. I said, okay. But he kept it up. He said like 2 or 3 more times. But no, Mom, look. I can't. It's so cute, adorable. So then, she was just too busy trying to get her food up on the thing, and wrangling those small children. So she didn't like pull him aside or do anything like that. And at some point, he just had a little moment of clarity in his head. He's like, "Oh, maybe she has cats." I think that might be one of the funniest things I've heard from a kid. I mean, usually they stare at the tats and whatever, but how did he make that leap? I looked just like this. I don't think I looked, like I would be eating cat food. So in his little mind, like he just zoned out on all the groceries and saw the cat food. And there was litter right on the top, where the top of the thing. He didn't say, "Oh, look, and she's going potty in the litter box." I wouldn't have been surprised if he said that. It was a moment. It was adorable. I felt kind of bad for the mom because she probably was mortified, and I could give 2 shits. Kids say the darndest things out of the mouth of babes, all of that. So then Kimberly, we're texting, whatever, and she's telling me about this bolo for Dr. Seuss books. The sad thing about bolos is usually by the time it's a bolo, it's saturated. Like you can't, you're not going to be able to be on the lookout for Dr. Seuss books. I hadn't gone to a thrift store, wasn't going to because I have jewelry coming in. And I had to go to Vaughn's, etc. So then she's like, "I'm going." I'm like, "I'm going too." So I went to my Goodwill bookstore, not the piece of shit across the street, the bookstore, which has 90% books and then like 10%. Well, I have some racks of clothing, which I never, look at really. That's where I got those go-go boots, those vintage, authentic 1960s gold lame, silver lame go-go boots. So they get cool, weird shit in. So I go there and I'm like, well, it gives me an excuse to go because I love going there. It's real easy to get there and get in. It's the getting out that's a nightmare. It's just a whole busy. It's right by the freeway. It's just a whole thing. But getting there on the side, just pulling around. So I decided, okay, well, I looked at they're small and organized, and all their Seuss books were right in one place, which I appreciated. None of the ones that are the bolos. We've all had them. Those of us who've had children, probably every one of us have had mini Dr. Seuss books, right? Because our kids love them. But I didn't keep everything. Thatcher, he chose what he wanted to keep. Speaking of Thatcher, it's his birthday today. Happy 19th. And Wolfie, if you're watching, big fat earmuffs, Mom. I know you're not a big F-word sayer. Hey, Wolfie, how you doing? Love you. Okay, so I'm exhausted. I don't know how I'm going to do a jewelry video, but there's a bag coming and I want to open it. And I want to open it with you. So I'll figure it out. It's Thursday. It's another reason I don't even go to this Goodwill across the street, because there's always a line on Thursday because it's $1, whatever tag is $1. So this funny thing, I'm not a fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm absolutely actually not. But I just love this. I don't know how well you can see it. Don't look at my hairy arm. It's cool. I like it. There we go. And I got it. $3.99. White tag, not on sale. No, it was yellow and red. Nothing I bought was on sale. I spent, I think, $46, but that included this antique wood on little rollers, like shelf thingy. That was $8. Did I just say that? So this I got for my son. This is what brought me down. I had to go down on my knees, like on the floor, on the bottom shelf. And I noticed it looks like, well, these look like arty farty books. These look like vintage arty farty books. So this is something my kid loves. He loves it. Okay, let's give you the name of it. He loves Asian cultures. He just had me buy some for his birthday, some video that's not normally whatever. It was $50. But I think it was Japanese. Just is fantastic. Okay, well, dust is falling out. I knew he would love it. We're right here, simpatico on some things. And by the way, in case you don't know, I was once a book hoarder. I love books. I love books. I love jewelry, and I love books, and I love art. And I hoard art too. No, it's, not high-end art. Anyway, so this weird little thing, I know I almost didn't get it, but I just did. Oh, hello. What I do? I got that little shelf. You want to go lay upon it? I got a cupboard. Because I just thought it was just kind of cool. She's kind of a bitch. A bitch with with some fangs. I'm an art hoarder. Didn't I just tell you that? What to do? Don't do that right now. Not right now, cute boy. Seriously, go lay on the thing that I got. So all these are books. It's a book. Book Canada. I just couldn't grab all this shit fast enough. I don't have an official bookshelf anymore. But because I stopped hoarding. I like books reading wise. I like books otherwise. I do audio now, audiobooks, but I still just love a book, if that makes sense. My eyes are no longer such that I can actually read I don't read novels. I like to learn, so I always listen to nonfiction. So I was just like, these I think were all $2.99. Come on. The Art of French Glass? Come on. And I didn't even look, I didn't say, I grabbed them all. Look at that Art Nouveau of it all. Oof, I don't want to. Oh my God, you guys, this isn't a good video for this. Although it wouldn't be good in the light box either. Can you even see it? It's like an octopus. Anyways, it's fantastic. I will keep it. I will enjoy it. It came out in New York. Aren't all books published in New York? That doesn't really matter when it came out. I was just curious. I would guess the 1990s is my guess, but that's not a thing. There's no price. Sometimes you can tell by the price, the original price. Oh, let me see if I'm right. No. I don't get to see if I'm right or wrong. Ah, darn. Oh, okay, well. I was a little ahead of myself. Or a little whatever. The edition published in 1980 in Great Britain. By Thames and Hudson. What I know what accent it is. By Thames and Hudson. I think it's pronounced Thames. It's everything, and this is boring. It's not boring, but it's boring because I'm just looking. You can't see. Okay. Okay, so that's one. And there's never a world in which I'm not going to buy just to guide an Art Nouveau style guide, so I can look at all the pretty Art Nouveau things in it. Pretty. This one definitely is. I bet the 90s or later. I'll guess the aughts. I'll probably be wrong again. Nice thing is, when you're old, when you get like 60, you don't give a shit whether you're right or wrong. You'd rather be happy. No, you need to win the argument. 1986. Well, let's Let's split the baby. Is that what they call it? Let's split the different. Oh. Okay, let me just show you one picture instead of me just oohing and on. Just there's like glass, there's architecture, indoor, outdoor. Sure, these are probably New York. Well, I'm not sure, but I would venture a guess that these kind of ridiculous buildings would be New York. Then I thought this was cool. William Aiken Walker. I'm not going to pretend I know this painter. Southern genre? Is that how you spell it? Genre painter? Genre? I know how to say genre. A lot of people say genre. It's like, nope, it's not genre. It's genre. Okay. Yeah, I just find this fascinating. Hold on, I'm trying to see when this. I truly love the South. It's my home. I'm its captive. My family has lived here since the 1830s in Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Kentucky. Many were merchants. A few were cotton farmers. All had identity with the land. Oh, well, he wrote that a long time ago. He's an old cat. Well, he's a dead cat now. 1860 is when he wrote that. New Orleans, 1972. I don't know if these are just all, what do you call it, attributions or dedications or something. But just a cool African American. Still trying to find a date. It has to be kind of, I think it's kind of maybe the 1960s, only because they're using the N-word, not in the worst possible way, but one of the very much used ways when I was growing up. 1972. Okay, well, all right. Yeah, it's a thing. Well, anyways, I'm trying to find an example. Oh, I like that one. I mean, I'm guessing this is all his work. North cabin with scallop trim on roof, I think it says. Isn't that cool? It's just cool. William Aiken Walker. And then one of my all-time favorite artists, of course. Why would you not think? Oh dear, what's happening here? I need to look in here. Patient information. Oh dear, this was in the hospital with somebody. Oh. Well, okay, I see you. This one isn't very old. It doesn't matter how old they are. I'm just curious. If the Titanic were to sail towards you with the Queen Mary 2 behind her, this is what it would look like. Okay, wait. If the Titanic was with the Queen Mary, oh my God, that's crazy. Not creepy, crazy. Can you make that out? Look at that. That would be the Titanic. Wow. I've been on the Queen Mary many times. It was a thing you did as a kid when you grew up in Orange County. Well, really, we lived in LA County because at the time we lived in Seal Beach and Sunset Beach, and that's technically LA County. I haven't even told you what this is. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to show you a picture. I want to see if y'all can guess. I'm not going to show you one of his obvious works. Guess. I'll show you an obvious work, and then you should get it. Unless you're young and you're just uncultured, then you won't get it. But important here. SCE. What? Okay, no. Wait. Okay, this is very, very so much the artist. That's not the most typical. Is this fun? Well, here's a real indicative. I know I can't turn it right because it's gonna hit the wall, but you can kind of see. I was trying to find what generically people that know nothing about art would maybe know about who this is, but I'm not finding one of those right now. So I'll just go ahead and tell you that it's a Dali. It's the fantastic Salvador Dali. And I can look at his art forever. Oh, I love that one. The anthropomorphic cabinet. Fucking shit, SE. Give me see it? Yeah, you can. Look at that. He's just, it's fantastic. So this will keep me entertained. Oh, the art of very Gorbachev, which obviously is Russian. I love the Russian. Yeah, I do. I love everything Russian. Don't know who this artist is. No, I don't. My sister will know. She's an art docent. For the Getty. For the Getty Museum. Paradise Lost never again. Well, let's just look at why I like. This is just. I love freaking Russian shit. I love it all. I love it. I'm getting a. Oh, maybe the lot that's coming today has the Russian brooch in it. I think so. Yeah. I got 2 lots from the same seller. I'm getting them confused in my mind. The one that's coming today is 6 pounds. The one that's coming maybe tomorrow or Saturday is 8 pounds. And yeah, I could see the brooch real clearly because it's not exactly a displayed lot at 6 pounds and 8 pounds, but it's a not in a bag lot, so you can see like it's kind of spread out. You can't see everything obviously, but you can see what you can see. I'm and my sister doesn't know all artists. She thinks she's fancy, but she's oh, I love that. Look at her, guys. Can you see her? Just the colorful and those, just everything. I was just going to say that's like my art. That's the style of my art. I'm not that kind of artist, but my art's very blocky and very colorful. I love color. Cooler. Okay, those are, I think, all of our books. Oh, fantastic. Oh, it's a window. And I had a real nice convo with the lady in the line, as I usually do. I love talking to people. You know, I like humanity. Poor gal. She had one thing. She came behind me. It's a tiny little place. It's so quaint. You guys, it's like a corner store. It's like the quaintest little Goodwill ever. It's in a strip mall, but inside it's just like, and when I bought the antique, it has little rollers in the bottom. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I just had to have it for $8. The worker there, and she used to work at the shitty Goodwill across the street, and she kind of knows me, so she's like, oh, if you like that, there's this other piece back here. And we both were like, we want to look. Or, you know, she asked if I wanted to look, and then the gal behind me is like, well, I want to look. And we did, and it was cool, and it was old. Just not my style, not ornate. I don't even know what you call it, the flap up things. Just not ornate. Beat too, but would be okay. Be definitely nice for refinishing. And last, but not least, I love this kind of shit. I didn't even look to see who all the artist was. I just fucking threw them in. And when I was checking out, I'm like, did you just get these in? Like, she's like, yeah, just put them out. I'm like, oh, Kimberly. So yeah. So if it wasn't for Kimberly, thank you, Kimberly, and our sudden quest for finding Dr. Seuss books, I wouldn't have gone to that Goodwill today because I have enough to do. I'm busy, and it's it's not across the street. It's a piece down the road. So because of her, I spent $48. Because of her, no, I'm fucking happy. So these are a thing. I'm trying to see when these came out. These are a thing. And you guys that know more than me, which is most likely all of you. Well, now that's not true. Okay, so sorry. Toulouse-Lautrec, not my favorite. I think my sister likes him a lot. My docent sister. She's a docent. I wanted to say docent. These were all $2.99 each. I ran across this kind of thing, only it was more modern artists like Van Gogh. Not that they're modern, but a different, like abstract artists, Monet, that kind of thing. Years ago, like 23 years ago, at the Salvation Army in Paris, California, over here. Ohi. And what they are is they're fucking fantastic. Oh my god. They have their, like, there's a whole name for it. It's like their color print. That, it's a whole book full of them. I like that particular one, but in general, you'll see Toulouse-Lautrec. If you don't, God, if you don't know, once you see it, you'll be like, oh yeah, I saw a greeting card or whatever, because he's that kind of artist that just was kind of like a Rockwell almost, only cooler. Oh, I never saw this one. Okay, Toulouse, I see you, girl. Love you. Looks like a Janis Joplin, right? I only ever see the real famous prints. Okay, and then there's Goya, which I also know Goya. I like this one, but this, yeah, again, or this is more, see the whole, whatever that is. I know it when I see it, it is. I don't know when these were put out. They're obviously, I would say, I'm guessing 1950s, 1960s by the wear. And okay, plate one. So they're plates of a thing. Oh, copyright 1952. Hey, girl, hey. Oh. But yeah, I didn't even look while I was in there. I didn't even look. I just was grabbing this, including this book. I saw Art Nouveau, yes. Dolly, yes. That cool old African American paint, yes. That kind of thing. I didn't look through them, didn't look at them, didn't give a shit. And this is Goya, Rembrandt, and Rubens. All very famous. All not so much my style, because I'm gonna like what am I gonna like? Gina's gonna like, I went, ew. Gina's gonna like Dolly and abstract, but I did like some Toulouse-Lautrec in there. Yeah, I used to do the hang at the LA County Museum of Art. LACMA, I think. No, somebody, you guys told me. I used to live there. I used to live a mile from that museum off of Wilshire and Crenshaw. Well, 2 miles, but anyway, who's counting? So, we'll be there all the time. Well, that's a cool dark one. I tend to like some dark art. Oh, I know you guys are like, come on, I can't even see Gina. Just giving you a sort of, okay, so that's Goya. I know the name, not really familiar with this art. Rembrandt and Rubens, however. Okay, this is something different. A book is a new adventure. Oh, Shelley put her cute little sticker in there. I love that. Oh, I love that. 1953, this one. Yeah, this one was 1952. Let's see her little, can you see her little black and white sticker right there? That's like the owner decided to put that in there. Okay, let's see what, oh, yeah, come on, Rembrandt. Art moves me. It just does. It moves everybody, it should. If it doesn't, then there's something wrong with you. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that. I mean, are you not just transposed? No? Transfixed? No, not, I know what that word is. That's not what I'm looking for. Just changed. Like, I once went to one of the exhibits at the LA County Museum. The one on Wilshire, whatever. And I stood in front of, and I can't even tell you who it was. It was one of the old dudes, one of these older dudes. And I cried. Yeah. By looking at a painting. So, that's art. That's all I'm saying. Hey, don't get me started on the Pollocks and the people like that. You're not gonna cry in front of a splatter painting. It's okay. This is not my thing. Oh, Rubens. Rubens. Gonna all be not my thing. Let me see if I can find one. Oh, come on, Rubens. Come on, I know you can come up with Rubenesque. That's where the Rubenesque. I'll just show you some Rubenesque ladies. Back when it was good to be fat and funky. You don't want no skinny, worked out bitches. Why? This was the funnest, like, most surprising trip. Like, I spent 3 minutes looking for the Dr. Seuss books because they were so organized. I just had this small little section. And then I thought, well, let me circle, not looking for them anymore because they're very much like, here is this, here's the cookbooks, here is these books. And then they didn't have it marked over here by itself, but I could just tell from what I could see, like, these are the older, arty, weird books. For me, for an older, arty, weird person. So I just stooped down and off I went. Just in a manic. How you doing out there, Kimberly? Fine, Jesus. No, you showed me pictures of your thrift. Oh my God. Wherever she is, there's like 5,000 million books and they're not sorted. I told her, well, get jewelry, girl. If you don't find it. I like this. So yeah. Hi. I'm trying to, this is 1954. So what do we have? 1953. Then I had 152, right? I'm just supposed to see if it's 51 or 55. No, two 54s. 153 and 152. Follows the track. So I was pretty close. I can just, you can kind of just, right? You've been doing shit for a while. You kind of know how to sort of date shit. A little bit. Yeah, this is very Toulouse-Lautrec. Oh, you've seen it everywhere. I guess that's not, that's not the, fucking email. That's not at all the artist's fault, right? You didn't see this one everywhere. You didn't see this on every fucking greeting card and whatever, like, not motel art, but you know the thing what I'm saying. That's not their fault. Same with Rockwell. Or whoever. Oh, I don't know. And Rembrandt even, to a certain extent. Okay. Well, I'm so happy because, like I said, the ones I found about 22, and I can date it because I've been sober like almost 24 years, I want to say, or 23, or I'm sober, I don't know, November 25th, 1996, whatever that is. And so it was when I first moved out here, so it was, like 1997, 8. And I found them at the Salvation Army. Well, I don't know whatever became of but it was the same kind of thing, like, oh, yay. So, I'm happy as a pig in shit. Got my boy Thatcher a book that I showed him a picture. He's like, oh yes, please. Yes, Queen Gina, yes. 18 Songs of the Blues. I think I already showed you. I'll show you again. Just cool, like, the pages open. Very cool. We both love Asian shit. He just knows how to understand, and like he goes deep and knows the history and the burger. I just like looking at the pretty pictures. I just like the, that kind of stuff. And he would know. He'd be like, yeah, that's Chinese, Japanese. I don't know. He knows all that. Yeah, I don't. It's all Chinese to me. I don't know. I don't know if it's Korean, or Chinese, Japanese. I don't know. Just watching Joe Coy. Speaking of which, he's just half Filipino, I think. And he was just talking about how he was doing the different voices of how you can tell, like, oh my God, the different Asian culture, the different Asian races. I can't recreate them. It was pretty funny. Oh my God, I'm sorry. What did I stumble upon? Oh, shit. Okay, my package just got here. I see I got a thing. My jewelry. My 5 pounds, 6 pounds. Look at those, people. Oh. I know. Okay. I guess we'll go look at real jewelry, shall we? It's been fun. I'm sorry if I went long. And yeah, books are a passion, as you could maybe already tell. I've already said that. I just meant to say that can't wear them and sparkly and whatever, but just there's something about them, especially one with age or pretty pictures or whatnot. Okay, I'm gonna go. I see that there's USPS right there saying they're dropping off my packages. I'm gonna go pick them up and I'll bring them in. And we're gonna have a little jewelry situation happening.